citizens of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. They'll be returning to work this week after a weekend full of festivities marking the 70th anniversary of the ruling Workers' Party. Now, the highlight of that was a military parade in Pyongyang, filling the square with tens of thousands of people waving pom-poms and watching as the parade brought missiles and other armaments through the square. Parade celebrated achievements of the past, and there is evidence, though, that the DPRK has had some economic success. We've got a report for you from Cheng from Pyongyang.
A new dawn in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea as the sun rises over the capital, Pyongyang. The nation is celebrating the 70th anniversary of the Korean Workers' Party, and the DPRK has undergone something of a makeover. The first obvious change is the airport. A new international terminal has been operating since June, built to welcome increasing numbers of visitors from overseas. Shiny and new, the facilities are pristine. But the volume of passengers remains low. Access is still incredibly difficult for business travelers and tourists alike. Other forms of transport, however, are much more crowded. Pyongyang's subway is often held up as an example of the DPRK's modern advancements. The subterranean rail lines at 110 meters in depth are the deepest in the world. But the wooden carriages and Art Deco ticket halls appear a little old-fashioned, especially in comparison to what you might find in Seoul, Tokyo, or Beijing. Nonetheless, these tube travelers were very proud of the advances of recent years.
This year we made great achievements, such as completing the power station in the Mount Pak-2 area. We've built a new housing compound for scientists in the Pyongyang and a new cooperative vegetable farm in Yangchang County. This is what our great party and country have achieved.
The anniversary shows off the might of the Workers' Party founded by Kim Il-sung, led by Kim Jong-il, and now Kim Jong-un, and that we will continue the achievements of our great leaders.
Even simple things like an increase in traffic on the roads indicate that fuel shortages of the past have eased. Roadside street stalls and busy shops illustrate there's now some commerce and private enterprise. And widespread mobile phone usage points to an increase in wealth for many of the citizens in the capital. The Pyongyang skyline also suggests the city is undergoing substantial change. On the riverbank here in Pyongyang, you can actually see the evidence of change. Several years ago, many of these buildings weren't actually here. Now they're springing up almost on every street corner. But the problem is, these are not commercial buildings. They're residential, and in many cases, they're not even inhabited yet. The new housing compound for science and technology experts sits on the banks of the river empty. With continued sanctions and no foreign investment, fostering economic growth is virtually impossible. And while the outside may have changed, the DPRK still faces major economic hurdles if it's to compete. Cheng, CCTV, Pyongyang.